out there, Denture family. It's me again, back with another episode of the process on ordering your mail order dentures. And last week we talked about Russell Klein dentures on the Etsy website. And today I'm going to talk about Joe's Denture Lab, because that's one. Russell Klein had been out the longest, so I wanted to do them first. And then Joe's Denture Lab, I found out about them before I found out about the other one, which is Dent Kids. And according to what someone posted, I'm going to research that too. There's another store on Etsy that sells dentures. I have not checked into that yet, but I have that on my list to do, so I'll be checking into that. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but I went a bit darker on the hair, and I think I'm kind of liking it, being a brunette. I've never been a brunette before, so this is kind of interesting to see how this works. Hubby says he likes it, so, and that's number one to me. So if he says he likes it, it's definitely a thumbs up. Ring on the finger. My mom asked me yesterday, why are you wearing a ring on your thumb? I said, because it's awesome. But for those of you who mentioned my father last week, please thank you very much for the well wishes, and know that my mom is doing very well right now. She is I don't know if it's really truly hit her yet that Dad's not here anymore, but she seems to be doing okay. And I've been out there frequently to check on her, as have two of my sons and my brother. So she is not alone out there. She is definitely being checked on frequently, and I'm talking to her as often as I can. Calling her daily. She doesn't always pick up the phone because she is up and sleeps weird hours. So, but she usually calls me back if I leave a message. Anyway, let's talk about Joe's Denture Lab today. So I was going through the process, and here is the website. It's joesdenturelab.com. And as I go through this, the website, the Russell Klein store is on Etsy.com, which is an entity all by itself, and which hosts a plethora of other stores and sales and things like that. So that may be easier for Russell Klein to deal with that. Joe's Denture Lab has their own website, and it's joesdenturelab.com. And as I'm going through, I'll pull up the cost here in a minute, but it seems to be fairly easy to navigate. And whereas Russell Klein it was a bit more confusing to me, but that could just be me. I don't know. Others have ordered from Russell Klein and seem to do very well, and are very, very happy. But Joe's Denture Lab, the website itself, seems to be a lot easier for me to navigate. Now, he's got specific pages for about, and a nice letter in here from Jamie himself. Jamie is the owner of Joe's Denture Lab. J.O. is, I can't remember his last name, it starts with an O. That's where the J.O. came from. Jamie, oh, whatever. I can't remember. I'll look it up and I'll tell you here in a minute. But anyway, there's a nice letter in him introducing himself and telling you just a little bit about him. And that he's not necessarily a denturist, but he calls himself a denture artist. And some of the dentures I have seen that he's posted on his Instagram and his Facebook, and what I've seen from customers of his that have, his work is absolutely amazing, as are Russell Klein dentures. He has, Russell Klein has ultra thin dentures. Joe's has premium. He calls them premium. And also with Joe's dentures, let's see, he also has Ivoclar, and let me think. Where's the other one? Yikes. He also does sell display dentures also, but remember, they are not custom, and they may not necessarily fit you, but they are quite a bit cheaper than getting your custom dentures. Of course, you don't have to go through the whole impressions and wax trains process. You buy them online, you get them shipped to your house, and you got to fit them yourself. So whether that means taking them in for a reline, doing your own adjustments on them, focus. That was weird. It just went completely out of focus for a second or two. But it could be because I'm moving back and forth. I don't know. But at any rate, Joe's Denture Lab also has packages. Now, he sells his by the arch. Now, the light is adjusting. Anyway, he sells his by the arch. And he also has partials and standard and premium dentures. And he also sells natural shades and bleach shades. So you have options to choose from, as you do with Russell Klein's. So that's not different. And then he has, let me see, choose options on the packages. Let me see. No, it doesn't show me there. Let me see if I can find it real quick as I'm going through. Let me bring you guys a little closer in. Got to adjust. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. Now I'm not looking, you're not looking at the back of my head now. But let me see, dentures. Let's click on the dentures to choose options. And we're going to $400 of premium interest per arch. So that is $800 per arch. And it's, I don't see anything where you're ordering the impression kits and the wax trying separately. So I am thinking, now I haven't contacted him, but I'm thinking that those come included when you buy the uppers and the lowers. That wax trying, because there's nothing separate to order. It does say you can order if you need an extra impression kit or an extra wax try-in or wax bite. So it's possible that, and I'm thinking that that's probably the case because I knew that was the case from the beginning, but at some point I think they were talking about separating them out and paying each separately to make it easier on the budget. Oh, they're there. They have premiums, they have ultras, and they have Ivoclar. So you have options to choose from. And I think there's only, I know between the classic shade and the bleach shade, there's $100 difference. And I'm thinking if I clicked on upper and lower, ultra, oh, sorry, I have, oh, the classic shade, the ultras, it is $980 for upper and lower in the classic shade in ultra. So it would be $1,080 if you got the bleach shade in the ultras. Let me edit the cart and exit out of these. I'm going to remove. The cart is empty. Okay, go back to dentures and all dentures. I'm going to click on choose options. Let's find out how much the Ivoclar in the classic shades, upper and lower, and that is going to be, so this is easier for me. I mean, it's $1,060 for the classic shade, so it would be $1,160 for the Ivoclar in the bleach shade. So there's $100 more if you order the bleach shade versus the classic shade. So look at my notes here. So I said the premium dentures per arch is $400 per arch. The standard dentures is $350 per arch. The display dentures per arch are from $100 to $120. It depends on whether you're getting. The only ones I've seen there are smalls and mediums. I didn't see any larges in there, so I don't know what the price is on those. A repair, if you send yours back for repair, it's $100, and a heat-cured hard reline is $200, and that kind of impresses me that it's heat-cured hard reline versus a cold-cured. Impression kit, I have a question mark on that. There's no place on his website I can see to order, and so if you needed an extra one, you probably had to contact him. Payment, he only takes PayPal, and you can pay with your credit card or your bank account through PayPal. If you already have a PayPal account, you could pay it that way. If you don't, then you could, he sends you an invoice, I'm sure, or you click on the PayPal. You also have, if you're able to, there is a PayPal credit that you can use to pay for that. If you qualify for PayPal credit, then you could make payments. That is one way that you could make payments on these dentures. He would get his full payment up front, and you would be paying PayPal back for that. I don't know what the interest rate is on that versus a loan, and so I'll talk about, I know Denton Kiss is another one that does payment plans, so I don't know if that's, I haven't done the research on that one yet, so I don't know if they charge interest rates, but I do know PayPal credit does, but it could be one of those 6 or 12 month payment plans without interest. That's what I use my care credit for when I use care credit for my husband's, his physical therapy and chiropractic, and for his orthopedic doctor. They both take care credit. So, and I usually choose like an 18-month plan, interest-free for the first 18 months. So, let's see, go back to home. There is a place where you can contact Jamie through the website, but there is also an address. There's a newsletter you can subscribe to. And one of the things I really, really, really love about this website is that it has detailed instructions on the ordering process, impressions. Let's see. Let's go back. Impressions. There is a how-to video that Donna Sloan made created on how to do impressions for Joe's impressions, and tells you what it's going to contain. That your alginate pocket has letters in the upper right corners of the bags. It tells you whether it's for lowers, for uppers, or for extra. Because he does send extra for the impressions, and it's detailed on how to do the lower impression, the upper impression, and the stone. So, and then the shipping. How to ship it and where to ship it to. So that I thought was absolutely fantastic, having the detailed impressions on this website. It also has instructions for the wax denture model editing, your bite registration instructions, and your wax denture models. So that it's pretty impressive. All these details are on his website. He also has a blog on his website. So that's from 2014. So apparently he's not keeping up his blog. But there's one thing where he talks about the best way to clean dentures. So although for those of us in the denture world, not in the denture community, a lot of us know about Dr. Berlin's denture solutions, and that's what I use to clean my dentures and my inside of my face, my oral cavity. And I use the Cleanadent to brush, and I use the Cleanadent liquid crystals in Dr. B's Sonic Cleaner. So and today just let you guys know, and this is the only reason I'm doing this is not because I need to. I started using the adhesive, the Dr. B's Adhesident paste. I just spread it all over my denture and then use some powder on top of that. And I'm only doing that for one reason, because when I take the denture out with the powder in it, it's really icky and difficult to get all that stuff out. But before, when I was using on my temporaries, when I was using the paste plus powder combo, then I could just literally, it would come straight out of my mouth. I'd have to maybe pick a little piece here and there, but it would come clean off my dentures. And I started doing that again, and it's been absolutely amazing, not having to dig and pull and take a cloth and just scrape my mouth off with that. And I'm using that new stuff that I'm drawing a blank on right now. But this little like washcloth type, terry cloth type material that's cut specifically, and it's really cool. And I've done a previous review on that before, and I ordered a bunch of products from them. I'll think of the name here in a minute. It's in the bedroom. I don't feel like getting up in there and going. We just got back from lunch at Big Ed's Pizza. No, it's not keto friendly, but for my husband's birthday, I'm perfectly happy to go off plan for one meal. So, back to Joe's Denture Lab. He has a Facebook support group. I would not go in there with anticipating you're going to get support for the denture the denture life, but for Joe's dentures and information on that kind of stuff, that's the kind of support you're looking for. If you're looking for everyday support, like I'm having this problem with my dentures, how can I fix it? Then you really want to look at some of the other groups like Donna Sloan's Chomper Chat out there, Denture Talk, Dentures Young and Old. There's quite a few groups out there that you can go and get advice and support in. I love Joe's Denture group. I'm in there, and I don't have any experience with the product myself yet, so since I haven't made my decision yet, but I'm kind of watching and seeing the process that other people go through too. I'm going to be linking some videos below besides Donna Sloan and Caleb Owen. Their videos will be linked below. These are two of his customers that use his products, and they've gone through the entire impressions process, getting their dentures. I remember, and it's so cool to this day, when Donna was waiting on her dentures, she stalked the mailman. She knew they were coming. She knew they were out for delivery that day, and she stalked the mailman. She was right there at the door, out the door, on the porch, ready for that mailman when he walked up to hand her that box to her. So that was so cool. Anyway, there is a support group out there if you want information about the products. If you want information from people who've gone through the process with Joe's Denture Lab, then there is that group out there for that. Let me see if I can find it in here. Nope, I'm gonna have to search for it. I love that when Facebook limits my groups. Not really limiting my groups, but I have to go and search for the ones I want to go into, and it's a pain in the butt sometimes. So you have a lady right there that's in her wax tray number 4. Information about, the group, information from people who've gone through the process. My battery's running low. It's unplugged, and I gotta take it back in the bedroom. So I'm gonna have to go back in the bedroom. But a little bit of advice on relining it yourself and that kind of stuff with it. But this is primarily for those customers of Joe's Dentures. There's one picture of a girl right there. Her name is, I'm not going to mention her name, but if I can find a YouTube thing on her, I'll link her below too. Wow, she's absolutely gorgeous. And I can't, due to privacy, I don't want to show you my computer with these faces on it, but I'm looking at them and they're absolutely gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. So, but lots of very, very happy customers. I will be honest, there has been a little bit of a employee turnover recently, and it's not because of anything that's going on in the company. The products still seem to be great. The service is fantastic from what I see. But I'm looking at pictures of people who are so happy with their products, and they look fantastic. Yay. This was waiting on our wax try-in. People are excited about eating now. So, yeah, it's just, and also I was looking through his website too, and there is also a frequently asked questions section on there. Let's see, if you go to the About page, I don't need to translate, and look underneath About, there is a Terms and Conditions. There's also frequently asked questions. And of course, the frequently asked is, of course, what sort of payment do you accept? And it says PayPal. For those of you, this page is half in English, half in Spanish. So it's English and then translated into Spanish. What's the difference between heat cured and cold cured? And will these be custom made? Obviously, unless you're buying display dentures, they're not customized. You will be getting customized dentures. How long does it take? Choosing teeth color. Really weird, frequently asked question, but apparently people ask him, do you do dental work like extractions? No, he's a denturist. They do not do extractions. Only a dentist can do extractions. So, he says his art is crafting beautiful dentures, and from what I have seen, they are absolutely beautiful. But one thing I want to mention here is somebody asked, can I order if I still have teeth that need to be extracted, like immediate dentures? He said he can make immediate dentures for you, but for a longer lasting, better fit, he recommends that you wait until 3 weeks after your extractions to begin the denture process. Now, the beginning it, which means ordering it, doing the impressions, because doing the impressions and then the wax trying and then getting your dentures, depending on whether you order standard or whether you order premium. And I can see that because by that 3 weeks time, if you're without any teeth, any dentures, without immediate dentures, your healing process goes a lot faster. So your extraction should be completely healed by then. Not necessarily saying all the swelling will go down, because that will take months, even if you go without dentures for a few months. But all of your extraction sites will be healed by then. So you could order, if you're going to do that route, I would wait the 3 weeks and then order a standard set, and maybe later on, after you're completely healed, ordering a premium or ultra or ivoclar set, depending on which. And I honestly don't know what the difference is, because I don't see anything in here on any frequently asked questions about the difference. Obviously, the quality, I think what it is that the quality of the dentures goes up, and what they're made from I think is a little different. So anyway, that's all I have for JO's Denture Lab. We're now up to 21 minutes. I don't want to keep you guys for much longer, so I just want you guys to know that I love you all. You guys have a wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you next time.